Welcome to Adventures in Space, Episode 3. The ship is currently in orbit around the planet Muff-Muff, where we have recently come in contact with a shapeshifter on board our ship. The shapeshifter has taken the form of Precious, who now cannot be found anywhere on the ship. We take you to General Stacey, who is conferring with Simeon, his second in command, about the whereabouts of Precious.
Simeon, can I have a word with you, please?
Of course, General Stacey.
Now, Simeon, I've been reviewing our GPS satellite location on each personnel, and it appears that the indicator for Precious has gone a little bit dull. Now, Simeon, as an expert in our communications technology and as someone who just went to talk to Precious, can you tell me, is our technology faulty, or are we having some kind of personnel issue, which I told you we cannot do at this time?
I know this is a crucial moment, General Stacey, but there was something that was unexpected that popped up. There was, and I regret to inform you that I didn't capture him, a shapeshifter in our midst.
Are you trying to tell me that we have a code green on our hands and you did not report it as soon as possible? Do you not remember protocol, Simeon?
General Stacey, I could not report it. There was Precious, and then the shapeshifter, and the shapeshifter took the shape of Precious, and both, in my confusion, escaped.
Simeon, you've never led me wrong before. Please issue the code green and let us follow protocols for real. Jebediah knows what to do in case the code green does not initiate properly, but we need to contact Protus Monk immediately and get our initials in order.
General
Do you
Stacey,
understand that, Simeon?
Yes. Initiating code green.
As Simeon proceeds to initiate Code Green, Jebediah has other plans. He is currently on a search for the shapeshifter, also known as the Gemstone, and he has made some very interesting discoveries. One of them being that he is not currently speaking in an audible tone.
I was asked to follow Protus Monk protocol and upgrade security to a level 10, but a code green has been issued, and that has thrown everything off. Now it seems my mission is to try and find a shapeshifter. I have searched the ship, but have had to stop frequently due to battery issues. I only have one place left to look, and that is to go see Nicholas at his bar and see if maybe there is something there.
Jebediah approaches Nicholas at the bar.
Yeah, there's some, it's pussing now. I don't really, oh, hey, bud, what's up? What do you want?
Hello, Nicholas. Can I have some grease, please?
Yeah, diet or just straight up?
Grease light, if you have it.
Yes, we have one more.
Nicholas, can I be honest with you?
Always, please. I prefer it.
I am not here because I'm thirsty. I believe a shapeshifter has come to your bar. Can you please list everyone who's been here in the last 30 minutes?
Actually, there hasn't been a lot. Our influx of creatures and species have not come through. I mean, I don't know where they are. I think they have all panicked and left. I don't really know why. I haven't been able to look up the news, but anyway, I do have a list of some of the scans that I've had. What kind of authority do you have for this stuff? Like, am I gonna get in trouble?
Protus Monk 456.32 says that any robot on a ship during a code green can request any and all information from you.
Oh, it's a code green. I knew that. Okay, yeah, that's fine. We have just some.
Nicholas, wait. Has that door always been open?
No, actually. Our doorman left for break like 30 minutes ago. Why?
Nicholas, please download all of the people who have been in your bar in the last 30 minutes to the ship's computer. I will get it there. I need to follow through that door.
Okay.
As Jebediah walks through the door, he encounters someone in one of the corridors who looks familiar. He knows him as the doorman of the Space Brew, so he approaches him and asks him why he isn't at work at the moment.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Why are you not at your post?
it's a break, a regulated break. 8 hours of work.
Code
2 hours
Green
break.
requires all people to remain at their post at all time. Why are you not at your post?
Whoa, Jebby, calm down, buddy. You know me. It's Rick.
Rick, why are you not at your post?
I'm having my scheduled break.
Rick, I must report you. During a code green, no one is supposed to leave their post during a code green. Please come with
Rick.
me.
I mean, Jebediah. Rick. Jebediah.
Rick? Sir, Rick.
As the gemstone evaporates back into the ship's duct system, Jebediah is surprised to see the doctor running past him and directly into the Space Brew with some news for Nicholas. It's interesting. We can't hear either of them this time.
I must be catching whatever it is you had. I'll have to take some medicine. Nicholas, I must
Out here
speak to you.
fast.
Nicholas, I must speak to you at once, and I need to scan your mole.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah.
I just got more results back from my lab after scanning your mole the other day. Oh, it is as I feared. Your mole is about 90% at its full intelligence rate. It could hatch at any moment.
Should I be scared? I'm kind of excited. Is it a bad thing?
Well, it's not a bad thing, but we are not prepared to deliver a baby stone on this ship. All the crew was scanned before coming on the ship. Nobody had stones. Now we have a baby stone. I don't have the equipment to deliver it. I mean, I could MacGyver something, I suppose, but I think we need to land on Muff Muff immediately and get the appropriate equipment.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
How much time do we have?
Well, according to my scanner, we have about 24 hours.
Is that enough time?
Yeah, yes. According to the ship's log that I was reading in my office, it seems that, we are very close to Muff Muff. We could take an evacuation pod and go down there, and I could easily, deliver the mole safely.
Okay, hold on.
As Nicholas calculates whether or not he's, hang on. We can't see the note because of the cool background. There we go. Back up. Nicholas puts a sign up in the bar to indicate that he's going to leave the bar for a few moments, which, as we all know, also, back in, Truton hours. So that's a time measurement. So as we know, Nicholas leaving his post would also cause a bit of a disruption when it comes to a code green. But in the meantime, while the doctor and Nicholas are planning a pod down to Muff Muff, Simeon is really doubting himself. So he went to the doctor's office in search of some psychological counsel, but as we know, the doctor is not there. Although someone is there who looks quite an awful lot like the doctor.
Doctor, thank goodness I caught you in your office.
Yes, of course, Simeon. What can I do for you?
There has been some complications that I am not sure if I should be sharing with everyone, but needless to say, I've been sort of a failure in General
Well,
Stacey.
I'm a doctor. You can confide in me. Tell me your secrets. I mean, tell me what's on your mind.
Well, I guess protest monk training did tell me to tell you anything on my mind because you're my ship psychiatrist. So
Yes.
thank you. Yes, I will divulge everything.
Please, everything in detail, please.
Okay, and is it okay if I close this door? I don't want anyone to hear.
Oh, by all means.
As Simeon prepares to open up psychologically to what he does not realize is the gemstone, the doctor is approaching General Stacey to request access to a pod to go down to the planet Muff Muff.
General Stacey, sir, I know we are under code green right now, but I am having a medical emergency. I must take an evacuation pod down to Muff Muff immediately with a crew member.
Doctor, you realize that taking a pod during a code green is against protocol, correct?
Well, yes. However, if you look at the back of the protocol book, it says that during a medical emergency, the doctor's command supersedes the code green.
Doctor, I don't mind breaking protocol on my end if you don't mind breaking protocol on your end. We are going through some turbulent times, and although confidential, the medical files for each person on this ship would be very helpful in this situation. I need to know who I can trust, and there's a few people in my mind I definitely want to highlight in those notes. Now, like I said, Code Green really defines what we are able to do. I'm willing to look the other way on that if you're willing to slip me the files, and we can make this all work.
So let me get this straight, General. You want me to give you confidential information on crew members in exchange for an evacuation pod. Is that correct?
That is off the record, Doctor, but it is indeed correct.
Well, I am not authorized. It is completely a bad idea for me to give anybody confidential information. However, I just might happen to leave my scanner here on your desk table. I happen to forget it. So if you happen to know how to look through my files, that's not my problem.
And Doctor, I cannot give you access to the space pod, but I will say that my favorite security code access number is 74136. The two are unrelated.
Now,
All right.
as the doctor sets back out to Nicholas to collect Nicholas and head towards the launching bay, General Stacey seems pleased that he has the medical records. All the while, Jebediah is sensing something on his scanner, a little bit of a disturbance in the area of the doctor's medical bay.
Sensor reading from medical bay shows that non-human life forms are meeting in observation room 1. The doctor was just in with Nicholas. Unauthorized people are in observation room 1.
Jebediah enters the observation room and confronts what he sees.
Simeon, stop. Doctor, stop.
Jebby, what's wrong?
Yes, what's going on, Jeb? B?
One of you is not who you say you are.
What?
I don't understand what's going on.
Everyone must evacuate this area until I have gone through the ship's details.
Hold on 1 minute, Jebediah.
Yeah, what's going on here?
Stay here. I am not failing once again. Jebby, you're saying there's a reading that's off here?
Protus Monk, Code Green 369 states that when there is interference, everyone must stay at their post until ship can be completely scanned.
Now, as Simeon is squid kind, he's starting to put the puzzle pieces together. And we do know the squid kind are the only species who are capable of detecting a shapeshifter. And so what he originally believed to be the doctor, he is starting to understand through various of his senses, might not be who he thought.
Jebediah, close the vents right now.
Ship computer, close all vents.
You, doctor, who are you?
I'm the doctor. I'm here to tell me everything. Tell me all.
Simeon of the squid kind grabs the gemstone by his collar, who tries to escape, but they engage in a sort of fisticuffs battle that, you know, the likes are only as entertaining as the Zoom program allows us.
Yeah, get him.
Sort of,
Pour it on, Simeon.
No!
this guy's getting really into this.
Do you
I
want-
was General Stacey and Nicholas.
Meanwhile, the doctor and Nicholas are departing on their pod.
All right, Nicholas, have you put your seatbelt on? These evacuation pods are a slightly bumpy ride. I wouldn't want you to injure yourself.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, and commence putting on the oxygen. Please crank it a little higher because your species can't handle the human oxygen levels. Perfect, good. All right, we're commencing takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The pod descends and enters into Muff Muff's atmosphere. And they come in for a crash, well, not a crash landing, but a bumpy landing on the planet.
Are you all right, Nicholas?
I'm not good on public transportation. I feel sick.
Oh, here. Let me give you the ship's bucket. Here.
Meanwhile, General Stacey is examining the doctor's scanner and trying to make sense of the information he's finding.
Well, I've never read through doctor's notes before, but this is very interesting. We have quite the cast of characters on this ship. A squid kind should be able to decipher this transmorphial person, but it just doesn't make sense. Why are things taking so long? We have our protocols in place. Everybody seems to be in order. I gotta do something.
General Stacey is beyond himself that his second in command hasn't been able to make sense of this situation. So he leaves his personal quarters and makes his way towards the doctor's office, where he does hear a bit of ruckus.
Yeah, get him. Get him, Simeon.
Open this door up immediately.
Oh, nice one.
General Stacey, it's me, Simeon, and then this is not who you think it is.
General, it's me.
General.
Okay, well, let me ask you some questions to see who the real versions of you are. Let's start with you, Simeon.
Yes.
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 Simeon, what is your father's name?
My father's name is Amarillo.
My